2 days back, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman held a press conference and outlined a new policy of Government of India, National Monetization Policy, through which they are proposing to get about 6 lakh crores as funds to the government, and what is budgeted for this area is about 88,000 crores. She also very clearly told two things. One, there will be no sale of government assets under the National Monetization Program. Two, whatever are the amounts they receive as part of this will only be utilized for infrastructure development in the country. In my view, in the view of many number of people who know what an economy is and how it should be managed and good ways of managing it, this is a very, very welcome step and a welcome direction. But then the Telugu media, neither since they did not understand it nor very deliberately misinterpreted it, went on hammering day in and day out, stating that Government of India is selling away all its assets and tomorrow they will sell you, me and all sorts of things. And of course, the same way the number of our own experts who come to these panel discussions in Telugu media also echoing the same type of comments. But in practice, that's not the thing. In reality, the monetization policy is totally different. There is no sale of assets under the monetization policy. For a small example, a house owner, instead of letting it out his house on rent and taking rent on a monthly basis, he can get into an agreement with the tenant for a 5-year period. I'll hand over the house to you. Pay the total rental value of say about 5 lakhs upfront to me today, and the lessee may agree and pay it. And the house owner can use it to build another asset which can give him streams of revenue. In short, national monetization policy is nothing but this, extended at national level to number of other projects of the government. There are huge extents of land under railways, National Highway Authority, which are just lying there vacant, unutilized, encroached. An innovative approach of build, operate, transfer can be used to monetize those assets and get revenues from them. That's a major component of this monetization policy. Similarly, there are gas pipelines and others where they supply gas to industrial agencies and others at a fixed rate. You can monetize this whole thing, give this function subject to certain conditions to whoever bids the highest, and take that amount and use it for developing some more infrastructure, maybe roads, maybe railways, maybe ports, whatever are the priorities of the government. If you monetize an asset, get money and then start distributing freebies to the population, that's not a good approach, because you are monetizing an asset just to make a revenue expenditure. But if it is being used for capital expenditure and getting more assets, it's a good development and a positive development. And what is the advantage of this? To that extent, the amount of borrowing Government of India does will come down. If borrowing comes down, the deficit finance comes down. Deficit finance always has a implication for the interest rates, so inflation rates. So inflation rates are likely to come down. So you have growth without the appendage of inflation. So to that extent, it's a positive move. And then there are these very wild comments stating that it's being handed over to Adani, Ambani, some things. But this is only a beginning of a proposal. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. They'll have to call for tenders. They'll have to put conditions in the tenders. After the tenders are received, whoever bids high will have to be confirmed. After that whole process is over, if there is any violation of the procedure or favor being done to some person, yes, definitely everybody should question it. What's the point in now talking of when the whole process itself has not taken place? It's just an outline of a policy that has been presented by the finance minister a few days back. So this is the type of a disinformation that is spread, especially in the Telugu state, by the regional media for whatever reasons. Maybe the local regional parties with which these media houses are very strongly attached don't want a positive image of the central government and Narendra Modi to go to the people. Looks like that could be the only reason why they are doing this type of a disinformation propaganda, because if it's based on facts and some details, one can understand, but just like that, talking out of the hat, not related to facts, has become something common to the state media, because of which the state is suffering. In fact, whether it is disinvestment, which is a very important policy decision which is being implemented not just for Vizag Steel Plant, across the country, or this new policy of monetization. I think what we require in this country is development of infrastructure on a rapid scale by the government, because that's where the government's role lies, so that investments are attracted. Today the position is very, very congenial, because people are looking for places to shift out of China. If we don't catch up, we will be losing in the race, like we lost it in the decade from 2005 to 2015. People who benefit will be Southeast Asia, like Vietnam and others. So most important, you need money for infrastructure development, and you should look for avenues where it can come, including monetization. Second, monetization system, asset based, will attract lot of funds from these pension funds internationally. These pension funds are lying on huge amounts of funds which they are willing to give at a very, very reasonable low interest rates, provided it is less risky. And all these monetization programs are less risky because they are backed up by asset. So all those funds will come in. That will ensure the government gets a much better revenue when it, revenue when it goes for this tendering process to hand them over on monetization, and that will give us the funds to invest in the infrastructure and then attract greater and greater funds and activity into India. That should be the approach. Actually, this is the right approach. The way the message is going is totally wrong. That's why I thought through this video I'll clarify what it actually means and how it is beneficial to the country. Thank you very much.